Students, I welcome you for this part 2 video lecture of our limits, fits and tolerance. So in part 1 video we have seen what is hole and what is shaft, and for that what are all the basic terminologies we have seen, right? So in this video, so we are going to see about the two main basis system that you are going to use here. So this basic system is basically useful for how to select or which kind of basis system we need to select to manufacture a part. Either we can go for a hole based one or a shaft based one. So how we can select that? So for that we are going to see here in the part 2 section here, right? So there are two kind of basic system here. One is your hole basis system and one is your shaft basis system, right? So in your hole basis system, so as we have seen in the last video, so we have the hole and shaft. In the hole and shaft, we have given the deviation for both hole and shaft in there. So for the nomenclature, so here what I am going to do now, so I am going to select this hole basis system. So this hole basis system represents the whole nominal dia. So nominal size of the hole is kept constant, and we are going to change the diameter of the shaft. So this zone is a tolerance zone for the hole, where you can see this is your upper deviation and this is your lower deviation of the hole. And we know that this lower deviation is equals to your basic size of the hole, that is also known as basic hole, right? So this is your basic hole. This diameter is not going to change here, the constant diameter throughout, right? So what we are going to do now in the hole basis system, we are going to change the diameter of shaft in each allowance. So the first one is your the positive allowance, where you have the allowance between or the gap between the lower deviation of your hole and upper deviation of your shaft. There is some positive gap that is called a loose fit. This is one kind of hole basis system. The second one is your zero allowance. The zero allowance, the shaft diameter is exactly matches to your lower deviation of your hole. So that is your zero allowance, that is called neutral fit. The third one is your negative allowance, where your lower deviation of the shaft is less than your upper deviation of the hole, which means that it is getting interfaced here. This is called negative allowance, it is called a tight fit. So these are all based on hole basis system, where your hole diameter is kept constant, your shaft diameters keep on getting increased. The same way you are having one more system called shaft basis system. So the same way what we have seen here, in shaft basis system we are going to keep the shaft diameter as a constant one, that is your nominal size of the shaft will be constant throughout, and we are going to change the diameter of your hole here. So this is your hole 1, hole 2 and hole 3. So there are 3 holes. The first hole represents, there is a gap as like seen here, the same gap is here, but here the gap is between the upper deviation of shaft and the lower deviation of hole. That gap is positive. That kind of allowance is a positive allowance here, and that comes under loose fit. The same way for zero allowance, it is exactly matches, that is your lower deviation of hole and upper deviation of shaft, it is mating exactly same, that is called a neutral fit. The same way the hole is interfacing with upper deviation of your shaft, that is called a negative fit, or it is also called as tight fit. So this comes under shaft basis system. So these are all the two basis system available in your selection of basis system. One is your hole basis system, one is your shaft basis system. So which one I have to choose? So as a manufacturing engineer, so which one I have to choose? Whether I have to keep the hole as a constant and keep on changing the shaft, or either way I have to keep the shaft as a constant, or I have to keep on increasing the hole. So that you have to choose based on the manufacturing methods. So for making a hole, what are all the manufacturing processes available? So we have a drilling, so we have a reaming, and we have a broaching. So these are all the finishing operation for a hole, and this is the manufacturing operation of the holes, that is your drill. So drilling, reaming and broaching. For a shaft, we have only one manufacturing option, that is your turning, right? So now if you take this shaft basis system, so what we are doing here, we are reducing or increasing the hole basis, hole and not the shaft. Shaft diameter is kept constant. So if you choose this system, so you have to change the diameter or the allowance of the holes. So by using this 3 machining processes, that is your drilling, reaming and browsing. In case if you take hole basis system, what we have done? So by using only one drill bit for the given diameter, we will make the hole first and we will give the allowance there. Later we will only increase the diameter of the shaft by using only one operation called turning. So which one is best? அப்படின்னு பார்க்கும்போது your shaft basis system is best for selection of this basis system, so which is also manufacturing cost also less, and we can give a tolerance easily, and also the design cost is also very less compared to your shaft basis system. 3. So now we are going to see the different types of tolerances. So before we have seen the hole basis system and shaft basis system. So now we will see what are all the types of tolerances available. So there are 2 types of tolerances. One is your geometrical tolerance, one is your dimensional tolerance, right? So your geometrical tolerance will deals with your geometrical shape of the object. So either the object can be a square, object can be a cube, so whatever the regular shape it is. So to give a tolerance for the particular shape, when it is deals with the shape, that is called a geometrical tolerance. And also you can give the positional tolerance for the component by using this geometrical tolerances. That is your one type. So one more type, another type is your dimensional tolerance. That's what we have seen. So we'll be giving the dimensions. That dimensions can be given in some limit, so less than and greater than. So within this limit it has to be there. That is called dimensional tolerance. So these are all 2 types of tolerances here. So how we can classify based on the indications of your dimensional tolerance. So your dimensional tolerance is further classified based on the indications. How we can indicate that? So we can indicate your dimensional tolerance in 2 ways. That is your unilateral and bilateral. So I will tell you what is unilateral here. So I have a circle here. For this circle I have to mention the dimension here. So by using a leader line, so I am going to mention the dimension. So the basic size of the circle is, for example, it is 10 mm, right? So now if I give the tolerance value in only one direction, so for maybe it in positive direction or in negative direction, so either any one of this direction is given, that is called unilateral. For example, 10, the lower deviation is 0.00, the upper deviation is 0.10. So I have given only the tolerance only on positive region. So that is called unilateral. So either you can give it on negative also, that is called unilateral. Only one direction is called unilateral. The bilateral in the sense, the same basic size of 10 you can give on both region on positive and negative. So that is called bilateral on both the directions. In positive way I am giving 0.02 and in negative I am giving 0.02, which means that in positive or the maximum value will be 10.02 mm, the smallest value will be 9.98 mm. So this is the possible value for this particular hole. So this is called bilateral. So there are 2 classifications based on the indication. So unilateral and bilateral, right? So what is the rules available for indicating this dimension? So what are the rules available? There are 2 main rules. One is always your positive or upper deviation should be at the top and lower deviation or negative deviation should be at the bottom. So that is the rule number 1. Rule number 2 is your decimal places. How many decimal places you are keeping? For example, you are keeping 0.003 means the same dimension should be given for negative also, 0.0. Not same dimension, the same decimal places. So the decimal places should be equal on both positive and negative regions. So these are all 2 important rules while you are indicating the dimensions. Right now. So now in three methods we can able to indicate the tolerances. This is your based on indication we have classified into two, and what are the methods or indication of the tolerances, how you are going to indicate the tolerance. The method one is, so I have taken two things here, one is your hole, one is your shaft, as like your previous one, hole basis system and shaft basis system, right? So the method one of indication you can able to indicate by using this component, that is diameter symbol. 25 is a basic size, H7. So what is H7 here? That is very important here. So this H7 is indicate your tolerance value. So your tolerance value can be indicated by using this grade number. So that is your 25 H7. So this H7 is your grade number. So how to find the value for H7? So in the H7 one, in the value I can able to answer பண்ண முடியும் இதுல எது upper limit எது lower limit. So எனக்கு H7 எப்படி தெரியும் அப்படினு பாத்தீங்கன்னா by using your data book. So by using your design data book for 25 mm of diameter, H7, for the H7 grade number, what is the tolerance value? That value will be given. So for this value, the tolerance value will be plus 0.002 plus 0.021. So plus 0.000 plus 0.021. So 21 micron is the grade value for this H7. So this is for shaft. So always for a shaft, hole, it is for a hole. So I am mentioning the hole here. So whenever you are talking about the hole, so you have to use the capital letter H. So that's what I have mentioned in the previous section. For hole basis system, it should be always capital H. For a shaft, it should be always small letter h. The same way it will be for a shaft. For 25 mm of shaft dia, H9 grade. So what is the tolerance value? By using a data book, you can able to see that. So this is method 1 of indication of tolerance. By using this grade numbers, you can indicate the tolerance. That's what you have seen in your assignment sheet. So where your assignment sheet, the diameter will be mentioned as 49 H7, 49 H8. So these kind of grade numbers will be mentioned in your assignment sheet the same way. So on the you have to follow the method 1. So method 2. So method 2 of indication of tolerances. You have three variations here. First one is your unilateral. Second one is your bilateral with equal variation. Third one is your bilateral with unequal variation. What is the bilateral with equal and unequal? So unilateral, you know. So what is unilateral? So only in one direction you are giving the dimension. 10. So positive, positive I am just giving the tolerance. That is your unilateral dimension, right? So the second one is bilateral with equal variation. You know, bilateral means you have to give the tolerance zone on positive and negative. So in positive I am giving 0.05. The same should be there in your negative also. That is called bilateral with equal variation. So equally you have to divide the tolerance zone. So bilateral with unequal, it is very simple. The same way 10. So if I am giving one value in positive and I can give other value in negative. So that is called bilateral with unequal variation. So this is your method 2 of indicating your tolerance. So method 3 is a direct indication. You can directly indicate. For example, I have a line of 50 mm length. For this length I am giving the indication like this. 50 mm is lowest value, 50 mm, 50.05 is the upper value. So directly I can mention the dimension here, or else I can use this first method directly, 25 H6 bar 25 H9. So directly you can mention the method of indication. So these are all some types of tolerances, the classification based on indications, and what are all the rules available, and what is the indication of tolerances with these three methods. Thank you.